morning, everybody. When I was in Sunday school as a kid, there was a song that we used to sing about David, the boy David. Only a boy called David, only a rippling brook, only a boy called David. And 5 little stones he took, and 1 little stone went in the sling, and the sling went round and round, and round and round, and round and round, and round and round and round, and 1 little stone went up, 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 and the giant came tumbling down. It's one of those sort of graphic moments and an iconic story for those of us who had the privilege of being raised in Christian homes and having gone through Sunday school, foundational stories. We spoke about David and Goliath last week, but I want to go back to it because it is just a story with so much to teach us. Remember, David is confronted by this man Goliath from Gath. He's over 3 meters high, so I'm about 1.87 meters. So put another me on top of me and a little bit more, and you've got more or less the size of Goliath. He was a big lumbering guy. He was not a terribly athletic chap, probably had some physical challenges himself that David took advantage of. But he stands there in front of David with an axe and a spear and a sword. On top of all the armor that he's using up, about 57 kgs of seriously heavy armor, shin guards. So, I mean, the guy can hardly move. But yeah, he looks ominous. He really looked ominous, but actually, in reality, he wasn't all that great. I think David spotted that. This lumbering guy, weighed down by it all. And David, well, you remember he said to Saul, "Don't give me all that armor plating. That's not what I operate, how I operate." David has a sling and a stone, 5 stones. David was at his best, freed from all the clutter, freed from all the other stuff that would have inhibited and restricted his movement. Just a sword, at least a sling, and 5 stones, and faith in his heart, and a bit of life experience as a young shepherd. That's all he had. And I look at these 2 men, and I say, give me David. And in my faith, Lord, let me not become too complicated, to clutter my faith, because at the end of the day, it's just the sling and the stones and faith in my heart that really matters. I remember some years ago when I had a triple bypass, lying in hospital, and one of the things that mattered most, it wasn't theological identity, theological debates, I'm this or that. I just knew I was a child of God. My life was in God's hand, and then all things work together for good to them that love Him. That was my sling and my stones, the faith that I had in my heart. Keep your faith simple. And I enjoy those words that we find in the letter of Paul, the simplicity that is in Christ. So take your sling and your 5 stones into today, and faith in your heart, and everything that God has taught you over the years, and go forward and trust in Him. God bless you.